just downloaded a new Notion system and you're wondering, how the heck do I migrate my old Notion system to this new one? Well, I'm going to show you right now in a way that's probably a lot easier than you think. Let's jump right in. The first thing that I'm going to do is make sure that I have both my new dashboard and my old dashboard open in two different tabs. And if you don't know how to open a tab, you can just right click on the link of a page and do open in new tab. Super helpful to be able to switch back and forth like this when you're migrating over to a new Notion system. The other thing that I'm going to break is my cardinal rule of always have your sidebar closed. When you are migrating a Notion system, you will need to use your sidebar. I recommend for this instance only, have it open. And if you're wondering why I say to have your sidebar closed, check out my video on navigating through Notion to see why I recommend that. Okay, now that we have our new dashboard up and our old dashboard and our sidebar open, the first thing we are going to do is go ahead and click on the new dashboard, this little down arrow here to open it so we can see all of our pages. Because the first thing we are going to be doing is migrating any pages that we would like to keep from our old dashboard to our new dashboard. So you'll see here that these are all pages in my navigation, and a couple of these I would like to keep. So all I'm going to do is grab the 6 dots and drag them onto the new dashboard. I'm going to choose which pages I would like to keep, and we're just going to go boop, 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 boop. If I move over to my new dashboard now, you will see that all of these pages are going to be right at the bottom here. And to easily move them up here, I'm just going to scroll and first put them in my page navigation. Now, because I don't want all of these in my main navigation, I'm going to move a couple of them over here to the secondary navigation, and we'll leave a few of them there. Now, if we go back to the old dashboard, you will see those pages are no longer there, and we do not have to worry about them as they have been easily migrated to the new system. However, another thing that we're going to have to do is migrate our tasks. When it comes to migrating tasks, I only am going to migrate tasks that have not been completed yet. I am not going to take any of my completed tasks and put them into the new system because it just feels redundant to me, and that would take me honestly forever. What I'm going to do is scroll through my task list. I only have one in here, so what I would do is just come over here, do add a new task, and migrate any new tasks that I needed. However, it is very important if you do have any recurring tasks that you migrate those as well. We can see our recurring tasks right here, and unfortunately we will have to recreate these in the new system. But hopefully, if you don't have anything in here, if we go to look, there's nothing on the page here. If there was, I would copy that over, but all we're going to do is go to the new dashboard, go here, click new template. Let's see, this one is called monthly reviews. We will put that in there, mark the due date as today, and then we can set the monthly reviews to recur whenever we would like. Once we have migrated all of our tasks and set them to repeat, which is just by going to this little guy and hitting the repeat, we can turn it on daily, however often you want, then you'll know when it's set to repeat, it's got the little guy. Once you have migrated all of those over, I unfortunately have a lot, so that does take me maybe about 10 or 15 minutes. The next thing that you're going to want to do is look at your resources, which in my original ADHD daily dashboard, I called forget me nots. And in the new dashboard, it is my information hub. And basically, if there's any of these that I would like to copy, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and copy the whole thing like so. Come over here to the new dashboard, do a new entry, give that a second to load, paste, and put in here Discord things. Now we can see that that is moved over. And depending on how many things you have, you might have a little, you might have a lot. Hopefully it won't take you too long, but that is how we will move over our resources. And then we're done. Once you have migrated your upcoming tasks, any recurring tasks, your resources and information, and your whole pages, you do not have to migrate over anything else. If you would like to save your images and redo them, that is fine, but you also can just utilize what is there or completely redo a whole new aesthetic if you would like. Honestly, when I first got into Notion, I thought that migrating would be like really hard and difficult, but when I do it this way, it really doesn't take that long. The other thing I recommend is to keep your old dashboard in in your Notion for at least like 6 months or even forever if you have the space, because that way if you do need to go back and say there was some information in a completed task that you did not migrate, you still have that and it can be indexed with the search so that you're not ever really throwing this away. If you're like, oh my God, I forgot this, it was in a task, you can easily search it and find it again. That is how you migrate one Notion system to another. Hopefully it was a little bit easier than you anticipated it would be. If you would like to chat about Notion and get help with all things Notion in an ADHD friendly environment, please come join us in Discord. There is a link in the description. We would love to have you. And if you want to check out my ADHD Daily Dashboard 2.0, which is the new dashboard I was moving things over to, there's also a link in the description. Please let me know if you have any thoughts in the comments, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye, friends.